Right, a bit of a tutorial on how to, adjust my microphone, create a TB303 or whatever acidy kind of sound, pretty much on any sort of synth. So I'm going to do it on, I'm going to show you how to do it on the Microbrute. I'm going to do it on Analogue within Ableton Live here. And then I've also got the TB303 hooked up and the MB33 hooked up, so we can sort of compare and contrast the sounds. So the acidy kind of bass stuff on the original 303 and any kind of the emulations that have come since, my understanding of it is it's got a fairly simple amp section. It's no ADSR, it's just attack and decay. So it's got sort of an instant attack when it comes straight in. The decay you can change on the obviously decay button, but then there's no release. So if I go onto the TB3, which is this one here, I'm just playing this off push, but you'll see it's coming from this channel here. Okay, so as soon as I take my finger off the key, it's going to stop the sound immediately. So first thing I want to do then is look at the amp section in Analogue. So let's say basically it's a simple note on, note off. So you want this shape here. You want pretty much instant attack. You've then got this decay sort of amount here, and then as soon as you take your finger off the, well, there's no decay on that. It's just basically up to full. No, it's not. Sorry, ignore that. But anyway, press your note here. We've got the sound here. Take your finger off, and it's off there. Okay, so that's the sort of setting that you want on that. Okay, the 303 and any other emulation synths basically usually just have a sawtooth and a square wave. So we'll start with the sawtooth on our oscillator here. And then sort of the magic kind of happens in the filter section. So let me get my settings up on push down here. Okay, you want obviously the choo 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 kind of sound is going to come from resonance, and that's something you can mess about with, but you want it fairly high. See, I've got it there on about 74%. And then the filter frequency, these are the things you can mess about with. Okay, as you're playing with it. Low pass 24 decibel filter I've got on there. Again, you can experiment with other ones, but it's the kind of the filter envelope that we're looking at here. So it's the decay time is the bit that's going to give us the difference in the sound, and that's kind of like the trick to it. So let me go to the next page of here. Can I do this on here? Okay, yeah. So I was just trying to find the decay control on push. So yeah, so you can mess about with the decay amount. Changing the settings on push on here. Okay, so that's going to depend on how quick that filter delay kind of closes. If I just sort of let's bring this up here. So it's almost like it's doing a filter sweep. Okay, you can see it kind of coming down there. So the decay is going to determine how fast that sweep goes down. So if we go right down, okay, you can see it's going down pretty quick. Okay, so if we go over and do the same thing on the TB3. So if we turn the decay all the way down. Okay, you can hear we're getting the same sort of effect. Okay, so this is the Analogue. And that's the TB303. Analogue. TB303. Okay, so they're pretty similar actually. If we go to the MB33, right, so there's the TB03, there's the MB33, and there's the Analogue, so all sounding fairly similar. There are going to be differences obviously because it's down to how the waveforms are generated and so on, but that's the basics of how to sort of get that kind of sound. The best way is actually, because obviously the TB303 and anything else that's come since is usually, they're always mono synths. And I'm not sure, I'm sure somebody will tell me whether you can make analog mono, because it's actually a poly synth. But I'm not sure, because you need that to get the glide effect between the two, between the notes that you're going to get on. Okay, that slidey kind of thing, which we can do on our friend the Microbrute over here. Just bring that way a little bit. Okay, so one of the important things that you need to do with this is it works best if you go into the MIDI editor thing and you want your envelope to be on legato mode, so it doesn't re-trigger the envelope every time you press the key. So, okay, so you want that just to get that sound like that. We'll have it on gate at the moment on the envelope. You can obviously change that later, but very, very basic. So we basically all of our oscillators are all turned down apart from the sawtooth. Got the resonance virtually at full, not quite at full, and then we can mess about with the cutoff. Okay, and then we're going to be sending the filter through this envelope setting here. So we've got 0 attack. Well, there's no because we've got it on gate here. That's the same principle as basically note on, note off, as we set it on analog. So this envelope is for the filter. And then the decay time is going to determine how fast that envelope kind of closes. And we can obviously send different amounts to the envelope, which is the same as the envelope mod on the TB303. Let's try and get that sounding the same as the others. Okay, so that's the MB33. That's the Microbrute still. MB33. There's the Microbrute. Off push actually, and there's Analogue, which I've just muted. Okay, so you're going to have variations on it. Pretty damn close to my mind. So let's have a play on the Microbrute, and then we can kind of mess about with. It's really just down to get that TB kind of effect of changing your envelope amount and your cutoff and your resonance and so on. So let's have a little bit of a play around. Let's have some delay on it. Can't be a bit of delay. And let's put. I'm going to put a little. Sorry, I'm now echoing on my my microphone. Turn the delay off on the mic. Hold on. Is it that one? Which? I can't remember which channel I'm on. Is it that one? That one. That one. There we go. Right, it's better. Right. Let's just record something. That'll do. And then I'll copy that across on each bit, onto each track, and we can kind of play about with the different sounds. So we'll launch it on Microbrute first. We'll play back with the sounds on here. Okay, you know what that needs? It needs a drum loop. Let's find a basic loop. Vengeance. Fetch him up it. So we'll do right. Whatever comes first. We've got a drum mix on here. That'll do. Switch over to TB3 next. There's TB3 coming up. Okay, MB33. Okay, so you can get pretty close. Obviously, slides and things are going to work better on a dedicated kind of acidy sort of machine, but if you've not got one of those, you can get that sound out of it. Probably the least convincing sound is probably Analogue, but you know, it's livable. Right, let's switch over to a square wave and we'll see what happens with that. So let me just switch everything over. So we'll do Analogue onto a square, the MB33 onto a square, TB onto a square, and then the Microbrute. So let's start with the Microbrute. Analogue. TB3. Okay, MB33. Go back to Microbrute. Again, you know, it's the Microbrute's pretty damn close to the others. In Analogue, you'd need to fiddle about with it a little bit more. But yeah, there you go. You can get acidy sounds kind of pretty much out of anything. I will perhaps try it on the old MIDI log on the System 1 as well at some stage. But I'll leave that one there for now. So yeah, just try those settings out. It's fairly simple settings because the let's say the envelopes and so on the TB303 originally and so on is very straightforward. On the Microbrute, we can of course use the amp envelope. So if we switch it onto envelope there, got a bit more release. And the great thing with the Microbrute as well is we can mix, which you can actually do on the MB33, which is over here. You won't be able to see it. But if I just play on the MB33, you can mix together, because whereas the TB03 is either square or saw, with the MB33 there's a dial between the two, so you can mix the two together. So you can see there's a combination of square and saw, which you can obviously do on the Microbrute. Get a really nice, a bit more buzz to it. Turn the resonance up a bit, or you're going to get a bit more. Okay, so you can get some pretty convincing, I think, acidy kind of sounds out of any synth you want. So that's it for this one. Hopefully that's of some use to you. If you've not got an acid machine, you want some fat acid in your life, which you should have, because everybody should have some fat acid in their life. But anyway, I'll shut up. Right, thanks for watching. Usual things, please like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, stick them in the box below. You know what to do. If you like acidy kind of music, then go and check me out on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Beatport, or whatever you want to listen to it on. And yeah, keep watching the adverts, because it gives me a bit of income every time somebody watches the advert. Or if you're feeling really generous, there is a PayPal donation button somewhere on my channel and in the description below, and you can send me a few quid on there. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.